I built my dream starter house in Minecraft Hardcore. Now, the phrase starter house gets thrown around a lot. You see these giant mega builds that are million block castles, and they call them a starter base. Mine is a simple little base that I found online for $3. Now, I didn't expect it to take 13 hours and over 70 Minecraft days to build this house, but I really hope you guys enjoy this video and make sure to like and subscribe for more hardcore. I started off on day 52, feeling good, not knowing the pain that I was about to go through. It's also been a while since I've logged on because I've been playing on a server with my friends, so I was just checking what everybody sold. Next up, I had to pull up the Lightmatica file so I could see all the materials I would need. And oh my god, why did I do this to myself? So my game plan is I'm going to mine down this mountain just a little bit so I can get all the dirt I would need. Until I realized I still need about 200 more pieces of dirt. So now that I finally have enough dirt, time to start getting the wood. But before I could do that, I used my last few diamonds to craft a brand new axe so I can get some better enchantments on it. I also added mending to it just so it hopefully wouldn't break in my hands. I was searching my chest here because I was really hoping that I just had 700 oak logs laying around so I didn't have to mine as many trees. But I didn't. Shocker. Now that I finally collected the 1,300 oak logs, I decided to mine a little bit extra so I had more for oak planks, but finally it's time to head home. Next on my bucket list was 656 cobblestone walls, but since I already mined a bunch of stone earlier off the top of the hill, my total went down to 470 walls. I also need 1,300 oak planks, which is about 300 something oak logs. So here's a time lapse of me mining that. And now I finally have all of those mined. Now I need 644 dirt path blocks. I don't have Silk Touch, so this is going to be a problem. So I did the only reasonable thing, and I just found another alternative. I'm completely joking. I went to the Nether and I made an XP farm. So while I was researching easy XP farms, this one popped up, and pretty much all I have to do is build this hole in the ground and kill a bunch of zombie pigmen. And this is one of the stupidest things I have ever done, ever. Oh my god, my voice just cracked. Oh no, I almost died here pretty much. But the good news is I didn't die, and now, if I'm not stupid again, I should be able to get a bunch of experience. I also found this piglin that I started trading with, and he gave me a fire res potion, so I thought this would be the best time to try and go get some blaze rods. And digging into the fortress, I landed right next to a chest, so I had to block myself off, and nothing good. See, the last thing you want to see running around a wall is a blaze, but luckily I had my fire res potion. Now, escaping the fortress was probably the hardest thing, because I was really lost where I was. And before leaving the Nether, I thought I would just get a little bit more XP. I was not expecting every single pigman in the Nether to come attack me, but worked out. And since I don't have Soul Touch, my plan for those dirt paths is just to get a bunch of dirt and change them later. And I got a sign to help me identify what is in the chest. Now, my next issue was spruce, because I have no idea where a spruce forest is. So I just started running in a random direction, hoping I would find one. While running around, I found this random sandstone house thing with a chest inside, but I got some coal and a buried treasure map. And after tearing up this beach, I found the buried treasure with a bunch of iron and some gold in it. I also decided to stay in the village tonight just so I could skip the night so I didn't have to deal with phantoms or mobs. I mined up a little bit of coal and then started on my journey again. I didn't realize it at first, but I finally found a spruce forest. And the only right thing to do is to tear down every single tree that I find. Now, about 5 minutes later, this is where I realized that I might be a little bit lost, and I really didn't want to repeat of my last hardcore world. So I was looking at old footage while doing this, because I had coordinates up, so hopefully I'd be able to find my way home. And after about 10 minutes, I finally found my way back home. And since I got a bunch of saplings, I decided to make these giant trees and chop them down. Now, the best part of my iron farm is that the iron golems also drop the red flowers, which I can craft into red dye. And I also need a bunch of red carpets, so that's what I'm doing. I also need a bunch of stripped oak logs, so that's what I'm doing here. And also, for some reason, pillagers keep trying to kill me. And I needed about 40 oak leaves, so I just tore down this forest. Now, I don't know if I was super unlucky or this villager hates me for some reason, but trying to get on Breaking 3 was super annoying from this dude. I also needed to craft a bunch of chests for my base. So a little while later, I got the idea that I might need a mob farm, so I started mining a bunch of netherrack just so I can have an easy block to build with. So I was trying to push this villager away just so he's not in front of the glass chamber, and this is where I majorly screwed up. All of my villagers got loose, so I trapped every single one of them. But when I say I thought about killing them, I really did. But what stopped me is that my villager breeder is broken now, and I need to make a new one. And I was finally able to get the house schematic loaded in with Lightmatica, and it was a little in everything, so I had to make a few adjustments. So I started mining out this giant area to use as a guide to build with. So these next few clips are just going to be me building the outline of the house and digging out the hole. And I'm sure just by looking at the hole, you can take a very close guess about how long it took. Now, I know I'm jumping 10 Minecraft days in the future, but I decided to build a creeper farm, and to do that, I needed some cats. I've also never tamed a cat in Minecraft, so I just thought the best way to do it was chase them. I don't know. And after I made it back to my base, I made the cats have a baby, and so now I have 3. I'm going to take 2 of them and put them inside the creeper farm. So this is a creeper farm design that I found on YouTube. I'm not exactly sure of the original designer, but I will put it on screen right now. It's a weird hourglass shape, and I did mess it up about 3 different times while building it. I also dug out the underground kill chamber with these really cool soulfire campfires. After finally putting the cats in their spots, finishing up the creeper farm, I had to build a giant AFK platform about 80 blocks up. And I just sat up there for the rest of the night waiting for creepers to hopefully be able to spawn. And after AFKing for probably around 10-15 minutes, I got a crazy amount of gunpowder. I got 6 gunpowder after this creeper. 6 gunpowder. So I ran the farm for about an hour, and this is the kill chamber condensed down into about 10 seconds. Very quick. And I got a really good amount of gunpowder. But since I'm always unprepared, I didn't have any sand, so I had to go mine a bunch of that. Now, I did cut out kind of a lot of footage, but most of it is just me mining the hole. So instead, here's a clip of me building a giant 100 for day 100. Now, this is an insane milestone to hit because I've always... Excuse me, sir. Can you, not... Just... Oh my god, why are there so many of you guys? So this is just insane to, see my day counter being at 100. Because I've always wanted to make one of these videos since I've seen, the whole 100 days trend. So, yeah. And poof. I was too lazy to edit all of that, so here you go. Boom. And here's a quick little clip of me not understanding how to use Lightmatica. So, and if you don't know what Lightmatica is, basically it's a mod where it creates a blueprint of your build, so you have to have all the materials, but it shows you exactly where and how to place each block. Eventually, I got to a point where I needed grass blocks, so I really had to get Silk Touch. So I had to kidnap this villager and force him to give me Silk Touch, which surprisingly didn't take me very long. But for some reason, I couldn't enchant my shovel with Silk Touch, so I ended up having to make an iron shovel because I was out of diamonds. So I mined up the grass blocks I needed and I started placing. And finally, after so much preparation and digging that hole and building, I am finally able to say that my dream Minecraft starter base is complete. And finally, the last thing I had to do was level out the terrain by placing a bunch of dirt around just so it looked a lot better. And finally, after 13.5 hours, my dream Minecraft starter house is finally complete. So first off, I want to thank you guys for watching the video. Hopefully you guys really enjoy this video, and if you do, then make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel, as we're really close to 1,300 subscribers. Actually, we're past 1,300, so thanks! And I want to keep going with this series, so if you guys really do enjoy it, then make sure to like and subscribe to let me know.